Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Gabsia Galax, where you will learn different things. Many different things as I learn, as I remember, as I go along. I want to let everyone know at the beginning that I am not a licensed professional yet, but I do have a lot of knowledge and I do want to share some information with you. This is a quest. People call them readings. I call it a quest. And I pulled the cards and did my incantations beforehand just so that you know that you are safe and protected while you are reading this and after and forevermore. So, the reason why I say I'm not a licensed professional yet is because these cards do have a bit of tenderness to them, and I want you to slow down as you listen to my voice and to this quest, because as you slow down your brain waves, if you can, I know that the world is chaotic at the moment, and that might make you chaotic, or you might have some personal things going on that make you a little abrupt, honey. This quest is for men and women. I do pertain to women more just because I am a woman and that's the path now. I do not remove men from my consciousness because I feel like we all need to come together. Men need to be healed and women need to be healed. That does not mean we need to be together yet. I do not agree to gender wars. I do not agree to any war unless... Never mind. So, the first card says, get it poppin'. Have your own dance party. Now, I'm going to refer to a lot of things that I've been through. I know that this quest is about you, but hopefully the things that I say can offer you to feel a relation to. I'm not one who is trying to make it about myself. I just integrate some of my experiences that I've been through to see, so you could see where I'm coming from and how I speak thus far as I'm growing. When I was in Christianity, Jesus would teach me to intercept certain things. So right now I'm not telling you to intercept your feelings. I want you to have a dance party to try and shift your brain chemistry to the essence of joy. Now, say you put like, I don't know, maybe like a goth song on, like a gothic song, or a punk song to get your rage out. There's different forms of dancing. I'm not one to tell you what to dance to. That would be good as well, just to get it out and just go crazy. Even if you feel silly, even if you feel some type of way. I do want to refrain from using certain verbiage, not to hinder my own voice, but to make sure that the person listening to this does not get ignited in any way. I'm trying to get a way of words that sound, as a psychologist I've studied, he says psychobabble. So I say ignited. So have your own dance party. Get it popping. And there's, as you see, I didn't even notice that. I made these cards a while ago with my inner child. This is a moon. It looks like a moon face. Looks like a woman's moon face. And there's something here. Like, I feel like someone who will be watching this is feeling down. Like their emotions are down, but they are a bright person. And this love wants to come in. That's what I'm seeing for myself, how I'm reading, that this love wants to come in. Now, as I say that love wants to come in, that does not deny the fact that you already have love within inside of yourself. I don't like the term, you have to love yourself in order to love others. That's dumb, or to, that's That's ridiculous. You're already loved even if you don't feel it. Because sometimes there's stuff inside that can be confusing to what your perception of love is. So, what I'm getting is like, I didn't really want to go deep into this, but I was going to make it simple, but I guess not. The mother wound is prominent of what I'm getting, and there's a space in between that needs to be healed so that you can feel the mothering energy, not your mother, the grandmother, not your grandmother, but the grand goddess of all time, the one who created us. You'll be able to feel her more once you shake these feelings out. And here's what's funny is, I just looked up Quest's word. Sparta noblet. Now, some words my inner child has channeled, and this is obviously an extraterrestrial. And it says, Mother nurturing is here for you now. You are safe. So, like myself, have a big issue with my ex-mother due to jealousy, gang stalking, attempted murders, things like that my ex-mother has done to me, done spells on me and things of that nature. So like I was saying, this mother nurturing is here for you now. So while you're dancing, maybe get in the tunage of releasing the past hurts and feelings that you have maybe with your ex-mother, and know that she was just a portal you had to get here, and that so you can connect to the I almost said something silly, grand goddess, the creatrix, the true one. Question your thoughts. Are they fear-based or your intuition? Write your thoughts down on one side. On the why am I? Let me start over, honey. Question your thoughts. Are they fear-based or your intuition? Write your thoughts down on one side. On the other side, question those thoughts. So I was just with someone today, and I was speaking with her and saying like, oh my God, I feel like there's so many thought forms that aren't even mine. So when you don't have a strong sense of self, or you've lost certain parts of yourself, or you're in transition to a new self or your true self, a lot of thought forms can come through. I don't really like speaking about fear-based stuff. That's like, if everyone's attacking you, and it is. But if you've been in situations like I have, you know, it's daunting at times. So I want you to please see your thoughts and then see your feelings about those thoughts, and then what action can you take after. And sometimes you don't even need an action, and really see what feelings you're feeling. Like as I'm talking to you now, I was feeling really heavy and pulled down, and I feel like that's an outside energy, just trying to push you down into not seeing yourself as your higher self sees you, and we're not having that. So if you're feeling pulled down today or tonight, I want you to, or anytime that you see this, to really ask yourself, why do you care what others think of you? Who are they? And how can you identify yourself more or create the person you want more? I know sometimes people like who are going through it or have ignited feelings or wounding. People say trauma, I say wounding. There's this thing of wanting to be who you were before all that happened. And you can gladly collect those parts of the good parts that you liked, but there's some parts that you were before that don't really resonate with who you're becoming. So that's that. I was going to go on, but that's that for that card. Emotional intelligence. It's not that your ex doesn't love you, it's that they couldn't love you enough. When you're from another planet, you need more love. Wink, wink. So this is for, I just got chills. I love it. This is for those who know that they're star seeds, or I'm not going to say the ET word. It just makes me nervous right now. Your planetary makeup is a lot different than the people that you've dated, and you can't understand why. Because one, some of it is interpersonal, like it's human biology, and then some of it is ET biology, where y'all's planets used to battle each other back in the day or past lives. It could be a conglomerate of things. But the main thing that I want to focus on is the emotional intelligence of yourself. There's so many teachings and modalities out there. I would like for you to study and see someone online if you can't get help. If you can't get help in your community, such as a therapist or things like that, I want you to study people that fit you, your template, and what really resonates with you and what you find true on YouTube, to watch a few videos, take some notes, or download it in your brain so that you can see that you or the other person, and what I'm getting is the other person's mentality was screwed up about love, and yours could have been too. But what I'm getting is someone's going to be like, no, I was very loving, I was there for them, da 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 da. When you are there for somebody and not for yourself so much, that becomes not love, because in a relationship it takes you to be looking at time for you. So when you are just in a relationship and you're just focusing on the other person, that's not love. That's just a situationship. Whether you guys said, I'm boyfriend and you're girlfriend. You're my boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend. Labels and all that, I want you to wash away, and I want you to go to the deeper root, the root of things, of why you acted the way you acted. This is not through blame or guilt or shame. This is you not having the right or correct data to conduct yourself properly with another person. Now, if you really did conduct yourself in the best way possible and that other person was not responsive, that does not mean that you were unlovable or that you did anything wrong, because some people like to make you think that you did something wrong and you didn't. Explore relationship dynamics. See, now I just pulled these. I didn't practice. I didn't do anything. So for all those who are skeptics, please do not be on my page. Don't be coming on here with all that hoopla, telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. Honey, if you're bashing me, you don't know what you're talking about. Go somewhere else. Besides the point, I'm back. Explore relationship dynamics. Watch some videos, then journal. I was supposed to do this today, I'm not going to lie, so I can't not have integrity. I do it myself. A really good person to watch is Alan Robarge on YouTube. And there's another woman, if you are of an indigenous culture or you are African American, there's another woman. There's a woman on YouTube. I can't remember her name, but she speaks about codependency. But I don't really like the word codependency. I like attachment trauma, or trauma as a trauma, because codependency is an overlay. That's a symptom. But let me not get too crazy. But just go on there and look up relationship dynamics, and don't get frustrated. Take your time to look up what you need to understand, because this gardening is for you. I don't call it shadow work. I call it gardening. What's in your garden? What weeds do you want to pull out? What slime is in, this all can be cleansed out of your garden. You know what I mean? So you can have a fresh garden. And the last card. And I don't suggest doing this all in one shebang, because this is a lot. So just take your time and maybe watch this video a few times and go throughout your day to see what and how you can start even looking at yourself. If you haven't gotten an idea yet, that's perfectly okay. That's okay. We're part human, some of us. So, taking your time with things is really important. It's really important. Um, and not powering through things so much. Like learning how not to rush is a really good idea. And I know if you have been ignited, there's steps to take before doing that. Explore betrayal trauma. What the honey? Explore what betrayal trauma is and how to heal it. You're not crazy. See how I'm right? I must have been in my inner child because she was writing. You're not crazy. So explore what betrayal trauma is and how to heal it. You're not crazy. And of course I meant you're not crazy, but when you're with your inner child, stuff comes out how she wants it. Hello. Betrayal trauma is such a conglomerate. I used to have a notebook on it. Not a notebook, but I like workbooks a lot. But some workbooks are really, you can tell that there's false psychologists who write notebooks or workbooks. So this specific workbook that I know of, it's not attentive to betrayal trauma, but abandonment recovery trauma. It's a workbook by Susan Anderson. That's a great way of, those of you who say shadow work, I say gardening, like I said, it's an awesome way to get started on attuning to yourself and understanding things. So what I really liked about this quest was that, look at that, monitoring spirit in my aura. The fuck? Excuse my language. So there was a little mosquito or something. Anyways, erase. So what I like about this is it started off with like a mothering, nurturing energy, but it also tied into relationships. So you can also attune to this card of ex, meaning ex-partner, ex-lover, ex-parent. You can definitely not hyper-focus on a specific relationship if you don't want to, but if you do, just to understand the complications of specific relationships that you've had, I feel like would be very beneficial because who you were raised by, if you haven't started your healing or anything, you can a lot of the time, most of the time, attract someone who's like your ex-parent. I like to say ex-parent because we are decentering parental control over here and learning how to be your own parent. And I don't know, my heart just goes out to anybody who has gone through this, because it's just unnatural to me to not have good parents. I feel like I don't really understand that yet. I just got a hint. I don't know if you guys heard that knock. I just got a hint for someone to study your mother line. If you're indigenous, if you're European, it doesn't matter. To study the like if you were Irish, if you were Cameroonian, on your mother line, you will find healing through that of what your inner child needed at that time. And then you'll be able to see the dynamics of how those women were treated if you study that part. It's very beneficial. I'm being told by my inner child. she's saying she's saying it'll get you closer to your higher self, and that the cultural standpoints of what you needed when you were little is what you'll need now to oh, she told me to say, she just said not to survive, but to thrive and to gain authority over your life and to understand the dynamics of the true heart and your true nature of the mind. That's what she just said. Sheesh. Very intelligent. Very intelligent. And I just got chills. So study the emotions. Did those women, were they forced into Christianity? Were they forced into something else? Did they have Stockholm Syndrome? Things like that. So take notes on this. I know it was a bit much of different things. So just take some notes and kind of put them in like quadrants and just take these steps and see how you feel. So if you would like a quest reading of your own, please contact me on my Instagram or on Facebook or Gabsia Galax. Or Gabsia Galax is my own personal planet where I help others in so many ways. I wish I had a list. If I post my little thing, you'll see what I have listed. But thank you so much for even viewing this page. My heart goes out to those who have been gang stalked, aka witch hunts, magic hunts. I petition that you have the right security and protection within your soul and outside so that your reality changes and so does mine in the right way to benefit not only yourself but for the planet, this planet, and anyone that watches this that is of a malevolent force or a treacherous force. You are not allowed to take anything from me or use what I've said against me in any way, shape, or form. If you do, there are severe consequences. So thank you so much, everyone. May the true creatress bless you and nurture your heart on your path. Ashe, Ishe, and so it is, Hotep.